Welcome to Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel. I'm Joey Only here, getting sunny outside at 10:39 when I'm recording. But it's only 3.5 degrees, it says. So it's still kind of chilly here in Wells this morning. But it's going to warm up. It's great. And the clearing sky is nice because I expect there to be a large Northern Lights show tonight, tomorrow, Thursday, maybe even. It's going to be wonderful. Hooray. We got all the details for you today. Let's go. There it is.
This is bad news. My God. Falling out right now. Anything could happen.
Get on! Wow. I'll watch the video later. They try mopping this. Oh, hey. Can you hit like and share and subscribe? I appreciate it when you do that. Very much. Thank you very much. Okay. Joey on the Caribou Weather Dude YouTube channel up here in Wells, BC, 3,953 feet above sea level, where my chair sits here in the Caribou Mountains. So this looks pretty good. Tonight's Aurora forecast. I got KP6 forecasted between the ranges 0 to 9, of course, and G scale of 2, not too bad. KP5 tomorrow night. G scale of 1. That seems a little low looking at the colors on the map, those projections. However, that's what they're saying. Look at this line down here. You could see Northern Lights go as far south as Southern Ontario. We've had a number of really explosive Northern Lights shows over the last year. I think one was like on May 9th last year. Nonetheless, the Aurora is still kind of going on this morning, so there's a little bit out there. So what is driving the Aurora? Geomagnetic activity and observation forecast. The greatest observed 3-hour KP over the past 24 hours was 4 below NAA scale levels. There's a slight chance for an S1 minor solar radiation storm on the 15th and 16th of April. NOAA, radio blackout activity and forecast. Radio blackouts reaching the R1 levels were observed near the past 24 hours. You know what I find NOAA's data computer like to read. So let's go somewhere else. Who are these people? Geophysical Institute, University of Alaska. Oh my God, Joey! It's the HAARP people! HAARP people! Don't worry, friends. I know more about HAARP than you do. And you fucking don't know anything, a lot of you. it's true. You can go up to the University of Fairbanks and take a tour. Yeah, you can. Yeah, it's a big conspiracy bought by the government to control weather in the world. No. It's they monitor Aurora. They study Aurora. It was a military program at first to make sure that satellites wouldn't get zapped by auroras, or that astronauts who are floating around in orbit don't get screwed over by an aurora. You know, it's that kind of thing the U.S. military was studying. And then they kind of got to a point where like, well, we know all that we need to know on the topic. You can have it. They gave it to the University of Fairbanks. So that it's run by professors. Okay, it is. It's a science show there, yeah. And they often have, I know they stopped during COVID, but I think they're back doing it now. We could always go and look. Open houses where they'd invite everyone from the public to come in and see everything that goes on there. So, I mean, you can believe the conspiracies all you want out of ignorance and fear and fear-mongering. Hey, wait a second. Didn't Joey say that on May 9th, 2024 was a really, really intense Northern Lights show? And look at transmission notice. It says right here on the HAARP website, .edu, by the way. That means it's a university. Transmission notice of a research campaign. They were causing the Northern Lights. What? Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, yeah. So you can also take part in the Polar Aeronomy and Radio Science Summer School. You can go up there to the University of Fairlass. You can go take part, you fucking clowns. The heaters all installed all over the world cause climate change. Oh, my God. People, like, HAARP is not changing. If HAARP was changing the weather, I'm sure the people at the University of Fairbanks who study Northern Lights would be like, let's make the clouds go away for this week so that we can look at the Northern Lights. But, Joey, the transmission notice, a research campaign. Wow, listen, freaks, the best time to do a research campaign about Northern Lights is when there's an active Northern Lights explosion that was going on. Or you can start listening to people like myself who know people who've been there, Anyways, I could talk about this topic for a long time, but we're not going to because we still got weather to get into. Okay, so Aurora forecast in University of Fairbanks. The point is it's getting clear out. The high pressure is building. It's getting nice, and I'm enjoying the sunshine already. Looking like, so here's what they're suggesting here. 11 p.m. looking like really good viewing time. Joey says they're turning the machine on at 11 o'clock tonight. Looks like 5 a.m., and then, of course, 11 a.m., which will be sunshine for us. And then a little moderate KP4 still kind of continues on the next night into the 17th even of the evening. That's birthday time for Joey's. Hit like, share, subscribe, and you can help support Joey on his birthday this week or hit the thanks button. Yeah, leave a little donation down there if you want. Buy me a coffee. Oh, buy me a coffee. That's a great idea. Geomagnetic forecast. So for the next 3 days at 3-hour intervals, that's what you're seeing there. Frequently asked questions. How often can I see the aurora? What's the best place to see the aurora? What is the time of day to see the aurora? What is the aurora? Here's frequently asked questions. And why are you controlling the weather? How come no one's asking that? Anyways, no, this is just I'm not fucking doing it. Okay. Oh, it's buy me a coffee time. Guess what? I'm gonna adjust the camera here for a second so that you can enjoy the coffee press moment. This is a tough moment because you know what happens every time is a little bit just flies out. What's happened to my lighting now? Jesus. Okay. Got to sit in the dark here in order to make good YouTube. Drink dark coffee, sit in the dark, and there's a fucking broom behind me today. No one can figure that out. It's like, Joey, what kind of YouTuber has a broom in the background? I'm like, a clean one. That's who. What's your problem? You don't like clean floors? Well, I was sitting beside the wood stove for a reason, because the wood stove makes the house pretty dirty, of course. Come on, I'm trying to plunge like hell, and it won't go down. I don't want to spill everywhere. I just want coffee so bad. Woohoo! Okay, good, it's done. Time to pour the coffee and get on with the rest of the show. We've talked enough about the aurora. Let's talk about the forecast. Not the aurora forecast, but the actual real deal forecast. Okay. Snowstorm through northern Ontario. That's basically the remnants of our storm that went through Alberta there, made the tornado, gave a little bit of this into BC and whatnot. So snowfall warning continues up to 25 centimeters still in northern Ontario, tapering off in the evening. Some special weather statements around Kapuskasing, Cochrane, up to Moosonee, there is a up there out of Wapiskat over in New Brunswick where the storm is expected to go on its way out there. 15 cents expected overnight into Wednesday morning. Up on the highlands of Cape Breton here, we got Les Sweat wind warning up to 90s there. Of course, 100 kilometers in the Wreck House area. And Black Tickle's in the news again. 20 centimeters for Cartwright to Black Tickle. Black Tickle. It's temperature time. High pressure establishing itself nicely up to 12 degrees in Williams Lake, 14 down in Vernon today. Is that so? Then, of course, we're still heading down below zero for most of us overnight. Maybe not in the very southern central parts of the province, but you're the outlier. You're the outlier. And really, we're just going to look at mostly we're going to look at temps. Although, let's do this, though, first. The real question is cloud cover. Who's going to get cloud cover tonight and who's not? Who's going to get the aurora viewing and who will not get the aurora viewing? So this is looking good for BC. This is favorable. And, well, maybe not for me. I might have some cloud here. But when you consider how many Northern Lights shows we have not been able to be part of. Now, the low-pressure bomb that's developing out in the central U.S. plains, of course, extending up into northern Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba. Much of the prairies are not going to be able to enjoy this view. Even up in Churchill, not looking good. Northern Ontario, yes for you, but southern Ontario and east, because of that low bomb that's moving through, we just talked about, the one that's making the lace wet wind warnings, and the one that's still putting a little bit of snow in Attawapiskat. I love that word, Attawapiskat. That's a great name. So BC may be the best place in all Canada to watch the Northern Lights tonight. And especially, looks like up in Alaska, the University of Fairbanks is going to be cloudy. So they got fancy machines that can monitor them, I guess, at least. So head into the afternoon on Wednesday now at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. 60, yeah, okay, we'll see about that. So temperatures really hot in the United States. Yeah, I mean, we are in a bizarre stretch of heat right now where, I mean, you don't want to believe it. Sure, that's fine. You didn't listen, ignore me all you want. Windy in the Alberta side on Wednesday. Wow, look at that. Blasting winds. These are steadies too. So steadies, we're looking at steadies of 36s, 38s. So you know that's going to come with some big time output of something bad could happen. Looking like the warmest place is starting on Campbell River at 16. Campbell River getting up to 16. 17 on Wednesday. Nice. 12 Williams Lake, Kamloops. So nice warm afternoons. Looking forward to it. We deserve it. Then the chilly nights. So our snow can't just melt as fast as I want. So conditions still improving yet further by Thursday, the 17th. Happy birthday, Joey. Campbell River up to 15 again. Before even too early in the day, 15 Prince George, Burns Lake, 17 up in Terrace. Looking nice for you. Looking really nice. And then finally, our warmest day is coming on Friday. You can't wait for this because it's going to be some real values. Let's see the real values. By noon, we're at 16 in Williams Lake, 18, 19, 20 Williams Lake, 20 Quesnel, yes, 20 Kamloops, 18 Kelowna. Warmer in Williams Lake than Kelowna. Shortwave Bend coming in there, 21 degrees. Yeah, folks. Even up on, even north will be fairly warm-ish, so that's nice. And then, does that stick around much? Well, let's see, Saturday afternoon. Not near as nice. No, not near as nice. Looks like we got a strong flow there. Not near as nice on Saturday. What's going on Saturday? Oh, damn. Snows and things like that in the high country. Saturday. How could you do that to us right after Friday? That was so friggin' nice. You know, it's like everyone gets the Friday and you're like, oh, yeah, Friday, it's 21 degrees. This is going to be an awesome weekend. And then you wake up the next day and it's like fucking raining and snowing. And, well, we don't know. It's only Tuesday. And we will, of course, visit the weekend appropriately, fully, responsibly in a forecast here coming up in the next bunch of days. But I thought I would just kind of give you the lowdown that we are, as I said in my last forecast video, just cruising on up towards a false warm weekend. Yeah, it's Friday. It's just going to blow its load and everything's going to be done. Buy me a coffee. Yeah, there we go. Hot. Okay. So then on Thursday, make sure two things are going on Thursday. My birthday is Thursday. My friend Tyler's showing up here to visit. And him and I got on some crazy fishing adventures out there in the Caribou Mountains. So I said, hey, he's like, what's your plan? I'm like, well, I got the podcast on Thursday. He's like, hey, I'll come over anyways. And I said, you can be on the podcast with me. I've never done anything like that. That's fine. I think you're an expert fisherman. You're one of the best fishermen families I know in BC. And I know a lot of families who've killed a lot of fish in this province. I'm friends with lots of First Nations people. But and Tyler is as well, actually, status. But there's something else about how he fishes. It's like he knows what's going on at the like. I remember floating around the boat with him out at Ghost Lake or at Caribou Lake or whatever, and he's like deeply considering the depths at which fish are doing, moving, and why, and which temperatures they like. And it's like he had kind of this insight into a world that was a little bit deeper than. And I'm a great fisherman, but I'm also had no dad growing up, so I had a river nearby that I fished at all the time, and I knew how to slay them in the river. But I had very little boat time growing up too, so I get to a lake and it's like, I always found a lake really hard to fish in. It's just this big body of water, and it's like the first thing I want to do is just gravitate towards the shoreline where the drop-offs are. I was like, well, that's what I know from being a river fisherman. Anyways, I'm talking too long about nothing. Okay, we'll talk about the weekend weather as we get towards the weekend, my friends. So anyways, that's going on. Podcast on Thursday night, and then also at noon on Thursday, I'm going to release the full cut of Cut Off Creek. It's a wildfire movie I made. And I've been putting out some amazing content this last bunch of days, and people aren't watching it. A couple hundred views, and it's like, man, how can this video not have, like, I see videos that are bullshit that get a fucking million views, and I get 200 for all that awesome helicopter footage I put up last night. Stuff that I was there to record. It's not just stock footage, people. It's like I was there taking it. Give me some respect, if nothing else. Come on. A couple new subscribers, please. All right, that's the show for this morning. I love you all. So stay in touch, stay cool, stay sweet, and we'll talk at you when we do. Bye for now.